This experience begins back in 2008 when my husband and I were newlyweds. We had just gotten married and decided we wanted to have children right away. We had plans for a huge family, but we quickly found out that this just wasn't the way our story would unfold. It turned out the universe had other plans for us. After visits with multiple doctors, we discovered we would need in vitro fertilization in order to have children, but we didn't know the first thing about the process or how to make an informed decision about anything the experts were throwing at us. What the heck is in vitro fertilization, we thought. Sure, we could Google the definition, but this was beyond just a simple definition. This was going to be a journey, and in this moment, we had no idea how to even get on the train. At this point, self-directed learning was our only shot at turning this into an experience where we had knowledge and control over our journey instead of riding along on someone else's cable car. We focused our efforts on 3 separate areas. First, we decided to utilize a network of community support filled with people just like us who had already been through this experience. We met in person during workshops and group therapy sessions to talk about what this would be like and to commiserate a bit. Have you seen the size of IVF needles? Second, we engaged in an ongoing process of researching best practices from around the country. We joined professional groups and followed the work of the most cutting-edge reproductive endocrinologists. We wanted to know what was working and what we could abandon from our routine. And man, is there any way around those needles? Third, we tracked and adjusted as needed. We kept logs of everything we did and wrote notes after every appointment, conversation, success, and failure. We couldn't rely on our doctors, literally seeing hundreds of patients a day, to have our best interest in mind. We needed to be able to advocate for ourselves. This varied approach of self-directed learning from a multitude of perspectives and activities helped bring us to a place where we felt confident about the choices we were making throughout this process. We weren't being led blindly. Knowledge provided us with the autonomy to guide our own treatment plan. As Miriam and Bayarema explained, Spear believed that self-directed learning best proceeded in this way. Learning spirals between several sets of activities, which eventually meld into this coherent whole. This was certainly true for us. By the end of our experience, we were guiding self-directed learning for other people who had just been diagnosed with infertility, pointing them to resources and supports that were most helpful to us, lending a reassuring ear when the process became overwhelming, and empowering them to advocate for themselves through the process. In the end, we were lucky to have the baby we so desperately wanted, and our little family, although smaller than we had imagined, is just perfect the way that it is.